Hey, Juan and Ed and Gerald and Mountain View. What's up, guys? Zabit, Kirsten Slater and Gabby and Clemmy Cat and Pseudonymph and Wi-Fi High 56 and David. What is up, guys? Thanks for joining. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Danielle. What's up? Good to see you guys again. Norma, Darlene the Vegan. Sorry I missed my chat last week. I got down here and realized I didn't bring my running shoes. I'm dumb sometimes, so yeah, I didn't do it last week. So anyway, I'm back here, and as you can see, summer's gone, guys. So fortunately, I've got some street lights here to help me out. Hey, Boise, Idaho triathlete. Good, how's it going? So anyway, Doris, you're getting ready for Vegas Veg Fest. I wish we could be there this weekend, but we're going to be at San Diego Veg Fest. So maybe next year we'll do the Las Vegas ones. They're both on the same run. Oh, you just did a run too. Awesome. And I'm just cooling down. Wow, someone likes both me and Unnatural Vegan. Yeah, that is a little weird, but I'm not going to say anything about that. Yeah, that's cool. I've heard many people say that. And do I think about Denise Minger? God, I haven't heard anyone talk about Denise Minger in like 2 years. Does she do anything? Still oh man, so if I seem a little crazy and out of it right now, because I kind of feel like I am a little crazy and out of it right now from the run. I knew I was gonna overheat, even though it's cooler a little bit. I just went hard for like the first a mile and a half or two, and then just kind of chilled out after that. Not chilled out, but I just kind of didn't hold that pace. I knew I was going to overheat. Do I use any running apps? Yeah, I use Strava. So go on to Strava. My name is Ryan Happy Healthy Vegan. So yeah, look for me there. Ryan Happy Healthy Vegan on Strava. I pretty much put all my runs, all my bike rides, even when I play basketball, I'll say how many hours I did, so I can keep track of how many hours of exercise I did. Oh, my day has been nice so far. Sorry, I missed your name there fully. Yeah, it's been pretty chill. Just been busy. Been working on videos, getting stuff ready for Las Vegas Veg Fest. San Diego Veg Fest. My bad. Hey, Vegan for the Animals. Thanks for just dropping by to say hi. Thanks, Boise Triathlete. Yeah, we try to stay naturally positive. Sometimes it's hard with all the stresses in life, but yeah, we try our best. Instead of giving into negativity, I try to just let it just deflect off me and try to stay chill. Hey, Jules gets fit. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you around in a bit. Ryan the God, that's funny. No one's ever said that before. That's the first on here. Thank you. I'll take that as a little compliment. But anyway, yeah, just getting my thing together, just chilling out, getting my body core temperature back down so I can safely drive. So that's a tip for all you guys who run or do sports. You might want to chill out for a little bit to make sure you're feeling safe to drive. I wish we could cancel San Diego Veg Fest, Doris, but yeah, we gotta, we're gonna speak there. They're depending on us. Our name's on the posters and flyers, so yeah, we'd look pretty flaky if we didn't do it. But yeah, Las Vegas Veg Fest does sound like a lot of fun. We know some cool vendors that are going there to sell tacos, so eat up, Doris. Go out and eat them tacos from California. I'm in Los Angeles, California, actually Long Beach. So yes, eat some vegan tacos for me. Think about Happy Healthy Vegan when you get those California tacos. Let's see, Lucretia, don't get sucked into it. Ryan would love if you stop the Unnatural Vegan responses. Not sure if I get that, but I don't watch your channel, so I don't plan to do any response videos. As I said before, I only responded because Foot Soldier let me know. We watch him sometimes. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, it is a nice view out there right now. Sun's going down, super chill. Nice little breeze. What do I think about ketone supplements, like ketosis stuff? We're told it's not into that. We're all about eating lots of food, lots of high carbohydrate rich foods, and yeah, not starving ourselves, not ketosis or anything like that. Cool, you found me on Strava. Yeah, if anyone wants to follow us on Strava, or me, I'm Ryan Happy Healthy Vegan. It's about 7:30ish right now, 7:23 Pacific Standard Time in California right now. So I'll probably chill out a little bit more with you guys. I still feel a little too hot to drive safely. You know, I don't think anyone in the history of the world has ever gotten arrested or anything for driving too hot, you know, but I know I can't drive it after a tempo run. I can barely like open the car door and get the water and get the phone out for you guys. Hey Kelly on LA, what's up? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Yeah, bro, Boise, ketosis is definitely not keeping it carb, baby. That's like the opposite approach. I mean, if you want to do ketosis, I mean, I'm kind of curious as to why. Do you have any certain expectations or goals or stuff like that you think you'll get out of ketosis that you won't get out of, you know, a whole food plant-based? You know, regular plants are definitely not gonna like the ketosis staples, you know, potatoes, bananas, you know, rice, stuff like that. I'm just kind of curious what's the allure there. What's that, Live Truth? I didn't understand it. Yeah, there is a vegan way to do it, Kirsten. I'm just kind of curious as to why. It's just the why part. Why kind of be miserable and deny yourself carbohydrate foods? I don't understand why you would want to, anyone, not you, but just anyone would want to deny themselves carbohydrate rich foods. It just doesn't really compute in my brain. But anyway, that's a good point too, Case. It doesn't give you more energy, it just burns energy in a different fashion. You get your glycogen, not I'm sorry, you get your sugars, your glycogen not from carbs, it comes from your fats, or is that right? Your fats or proteins being metabolized. See, it's been a while since I've been read up on ketosis. It's just so off my radar. Yeah, it's fats, it's burning fats, I'm sorry. But you know, if you want to burn fats for energy, you don't have to get on ketosis. Just do lots of lower speed running or cycling like that, zone 2 stuff. You know, that's where you're burning fat as your fuel rather than draining all your glycogen out of your body. So you can tap into that fat source without having to starve yourself. Just go on nice long slow runs and you'll burn lots of fat that way. That's one way to get really lean and slim without having to starve yourself. But yeah, you don't have to be on keto to do that. I've been doing that often as a high carber. Optimal balance between potassium, sodium. Not aware of that one there. Yeah, Kirsten, so if you run a lot, yeah, just do more long, slow runs. No need to do ketosis. You won't get more energy. It's just tougher for the body to do endurance sports like running. I mean, your body naturally wants to pull upon its glycogen stores in the body. And if you're not like, you know, filled up, you know, carved up, you're, you know, you're depleting yourself of your body's like primary source of fuel there. So, you know, you should see, like in any sport, I recommend people see what the elite athletes do, the ones who are best in the sport, Kirsten. Check out, like, say what Kenyans and Ethiopians eat, the ones that have world records, the ones that are in the Olympics, the ones that are running on like their national teams. They're not doing ketosis diets, you know. I can't think of any, you know. I've checked out their diets, and you know, check out what Kenyan runners eat, what Ethiopian runners eat. Even like, you know, you can get outside of Africa. They're eating carbohydrate-rich foods. I mean, yeah, they couldn't do what they're doing on ketosis. I'm sure if they train, they could still perform well, but not at the level that they're used to. Oh, thanks, Anna Banana. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Trying to be awesome. Yeah, any sport, look at what the elite athletes do. You'll always have low carbers saying like, yeah, you know, do low carb, you'll be a better athlete, but that's them. They're probably not that good. I'm telling you, look at the best ones. If you have a running club, go find the best runners in your running club. I know we have really good runners here, and I'm telling you, they're not on ketosis or anything like that. So go talk to elite athletes and see how they're eating. And not only that, how they're training too, but the diet is huge too. Like I said, you can be a good runner or an athlete on ketosis, but I've never seen the ones who win the world records, the gold medals on ketosis. What do I normally eat to recover from a night run? Well, for me, this isn't really a night run, even though it kind of is. You know, if I was doing this chat like a month ago, it'd be quite bright out. But I know whatever Angie's gonna make for us tonight, so I'm gonna carb up. You know, probably something out of Keep It Carb, Baby. You know, Angie's book. You know. Odds are 90% chance will be something either from that book or something quite like that. You know, just probably some rice or potatoes, you know, some veggies or something like that. Who knows? I got some torts, so maybe we'll make some potato tacos. Maybe we'll make some bean and rice tacos. I'm feeling kind of taco-y tonight, but hey, Delinda, what's up? And Angie just texted me a picture of our 2 cats laying on the bed like little beautiful animals. Yeah, I've heard of that dude. Yeah, I wonder how low carb he really is, but you know, I guess if you're doing an ultra endurance thing like that, you might be able to get away with it because you're tapping into your body's sources of fat, you know. So you're really, my point is, when you're doing ultra endurance sports, you're really not sprinting, you're really not running at threshold or anything like that. You're going at a nice steady, like what, 10-minute mile pace. And if you're a really good athlete, a really good athlete, 10-minute mile pace, you can do that in your sleep for days. So you're really not burning up any glycogen. So I could see how that could work out. But I bet you, check this out, Boise athlete, triathlete, look it up. I bet you he takes sugar, you know, goos and stuff like that in the race, right? I don't think he goes the whole thing just eating beef jerky and swallowing olive oil or anything like that, right? Prove me if I'm wrong. So it just shows you still got to have carbs though. Cool, you like Angie's book? Cool, Kirsten, cool. Yeah, Angie's book is definitely not a ketosis book by any stretch. That's keeping it carb. That's how we do it. I'm just telling you, yeah, I'm not saying ketosis is bad. I've known vegans that do it. They seem to not do it that long is the thing. That's my point about it. I guess I didn't make that. It's really not that sustainable. You hear people going into it and out of it, into it and out of it. You know, you don't really hear people staying in it like, you know, indefinitely. But like, you know, keep it carb baby type eating, the way we do it, you do it the rest of your life, you know, and without having to stop, because there's nothing to stop from. The only thing that stops maybe a weekend out of town and you're eating bad like junk food in restaurants or something like that. Yeah, I'm with you, Boise. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, but I thought that guy took goos and stuff like that. You pretty much have to. You know, I don't see how you could do, you know, a race longer than like, you know, 2.5 hours, you know, 3 hours without having to replenish carbs. You know, I'm sure you want to put fat in too, but you got to get some carbs. Oh, Angela, are you the one? Someone told me their daughter took their book. Maybe it's someone that just reordered. I just heard that story too. That, yeah, daughter took their Keep It Carb Baby book. So yeah, get them. Actually, I just ordered a whole batch of Keep It Carb Babies, guys. They were running out, you know. They've been selling the print book, and the ebook's doing well too, but I just ordered a new batch of several hundred Keep It Carb Babies. So help me out. They're stacked up in my back room in the house. So order some Keep It Carb Babies. Let's see. What do I eat for Thanksgiving? That's a tough one. You know, fortunately, a lot of people in our family they're not vegan, but they're, at least on Angie's side, they're vegan curious. They like vegan. They've gone to some vegan festivals with us, and you know, they make, some of us, you know, about 3 or 4 of us make some vegan food. So we kind of just roll with that, you know. Well, of course, low carb diet's going to attract a wide audience because the food you're telling them to eat are pretty attractive. The only thing that bums out people is, oh, I can't really eat much in the way of bread or sweets. You know, it's like, okay, if I can eat all the fat and meat and everything, you know, it sounds like a good win for people. So, you know, it's attractive to most people from the standard American diet. How long is a long run? Well, that all depends on your fitness, really, you know. Like for me, a long run, now that I'm not running as much, anything over like 7 miles I consider a long run. But yeah, my classic long run's about a 10-mile run, something like that. You know, when I'm running more, it'll be 10 to 13 miles, something in that nature, half marathon kind of training run. But yeah, for you, it might be, you know, a 4-mile run, a 5-mile run. But yeah, a long run is something that, you know, get you out there for a while and take some effort to complete. You're not running fast, but you just want to be out there as long as you know, reasonably can without getting too tired. Best thing about living in California, Sarah, tons of vegan stuff, vegan friends, vegan restaurant, vegan food, just a lot of vegan stuff. It's very vegan friendly here. You know, I feel sorry for people that live in less vegan friendly areas, but there's more and more. Like I told you, we saw, you know, when we went to Las Vegas a few months ago, hopefully you saw that video of ours. Super vegan friendly. Gosh, I probably had an easier time being vegan in Las Vegas and maybe even San Francisco even. Not to say San Francisco is bad, but you know, places are getting more vegan aware. Notice a lot of people that think low carb is low bread. You know why people think that, Mountain View? It's because where did I read this? You know, most people don't eat a lot of whole food plants. It's, you know, it's a sad reality, sad fact. But so most people get the majority of their carbs from bread. So that's why a lot of people get bummed, like, oh, you can't eat the bread. You know, that's their main source of carbs. So that once they cut the bread out, then they're really screwed. Okay, thanks, Juan. That Denise Minger is trying to discredit How Not to Die. You know, it sure seems like Denise Minger and A Natural Vegan are coming from the same place. Like, you know, the same influence, maybe the same sources above them who feed them information and other incentives. I don't know. I'm just speculating there. Don't quote me. I'm not certain, but it sure seems suspicious. Like vegans who attack vegans. What the F is up with that? Like How Not to Die? Dr. Greger, yeah, he wrote that book, but it's not his research. He is not a researcher per se. He's a gatherer, a seeker of other people's research. He collates it, you know, collects it all together and presents it to people. So how can she attack him? In order to attack him in his book, really, you'd have to attack the hundreds of studies, maybe thousands of studies that the guy has to back up what he's saying. So it's kind of pointless. You can say, yeah, he cherry picks, blah, blah, blah. Well, who doesn't? I mean, he picks out the studies that have the evidence that show that a plant-based diet is healthy and high-fat, you know, meat, dairy-based diets are not quite as good. So that's what he's looking for. You know, if he finds a study that talks about how you know, runners twist their ankles, like, he doesn't care about that. That doesn't affect him. If he finds a study about how a seatbelt saves lives, he doesn't care about that. So it's not cherry picking. He has a specific field of interest, and it's what I just talked about there, how diet, nutrition affect health. So it's not cherry picking. Cherry picking means if he does what some of these other people do, where they pick just a few select studies that were funded by the meat or dairy industry to show that saturated fat is good for you. Bacon is good, butter is good. That's cherry picking, because there's not a lot of studies that show that, only ones that are funded by the meat and dairy industries. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't find studies that are funded by the broccoli industry, the potato industry, the blueberry industry. It doesn't exist. I mean, the research he's citing most often than not is funded by academia. It's not funded by industry trade groups. So I don't know. I'll take a look at that. Thanks for pointing that out to me. I'll find her website again. A lot of people ask that question, whom is Hero? I really don't know. All I can say is it makes me wonder. Doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it not true, but it makes me wonder. Il Gorilla, I help you tolerate Z-Dog and other misinformed characters. Thanks. I don't really help people tolerate Z-Dog. I'm just going like, hey, here's a clown saying all this crap like cholesterol is not connected with heart disease, period. Like he's the god proclaiming that, when there's a mountain of science saying otherwise. Like I showed in my video about those two clowns from Kinobody. Just go to WebMD. You know, it just says it right there. They said go to WebMD, it'll prove their low carb point, but it didn't. It proved you know, they're saying there's no connection between cholesterol and heart disease. And sure enough, I went there and it said there was. Thanks, 619. Hey, Donna Brooks, good to see you again too. Well, Unnatural Vegan is factual most of the time. Depends what you mean by the word most, you know? Like saying that Joe Rogan was mostly right in his debunking of What the Health video, that's not factual. First of all, he never saw the documentary. All he saw was Z-Dog's crappy response, which I proved was crappy. I proved every point that he said was misinformed, not based on fact. It was just his opinion, stating it like it was an important fact because he's a medical doctor with a stethoscope, but I showed he was completely pulling crap out of his butt, basically. But no, she said that was cool. Joe's response was cool. She said he believes in 99.9% of the ethical arguments for veganism, yet I failed to see that, considering, see, he's a hunter and he's always attacking vegans. Anyway, maybe she's right on other stuff. I tell you, I don't watch her channel, so I'm just seeing what Foot Soldier presented. So, you know, maybe he picked the best of the best, and maybe she was really factual. I'm not, you know, I'm not here. I really don't care what she says. I don't want that to sound mean. I say I don't care in the most compassionate way. It's like I really don't care. It's like I don't care about what a lot of people say or do. You know, it doesn't mean I dislike them or anything like that. I just really, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't really bother me. It might disturb me or bug me a little bit when I see a Foot Soldier video talking about her. I guess I just shouldn't click those Foot Soldier videos about her. So anyway, yeah, I said I don't have a problem with her. I just don't like misinformation. I don't. Because the facts are so strong about the health of a vegan diet, and to deny it and to attack people like Dr. Greger and Neil Bernard and call them bullshit artists, and when Joe Rogan says that, say, yeah, he's pretty much right. You know, it's really offensive. It's offensive to the doctors who've dedicated their whole lives and careers not only to YouTube, but to treating actual patients, you know, saving their lives. It's just disrespectful and unprofessional. So that's all I got to say about that. Oh, cool, dinner's ready. I wish I could have some of that. Oh yeah, I know about Dr. Lustig. Yeah, he's full of crap too. God. His bubble's kind of over, so I don't really talk about him, but the guy's confused on a lot of points. That Dr. Greger is freaking amazing, totally. Cool, Robert Neal, cool. I'm glad I've inspired you to gradually go vegan. Hey, I gradually went vegan too, so if any vegans give you crap, you know, just say, hey, everyone does it in their own way. They have their own path. You know, it took me many years to finally just say, hey, I'm gonna go fully vegan. How cold does it get here, Planified Princess? Not too cold, obviously, huh? Well, it'll get colder in winter time, but we're still in summer. Summer lasts here through October. Summer kind of really ends right around Halloween, right about there. I mean, you're making me hungry there, Delinda. Oh my God, I'd take some of that right now. Starting to feel more human now, cooling down with y'all. Hey, Kirsten Snow. Do I stop the Wednesday chats during the winter? Yeah, good question, 619. I pretty much will, because I don't come out and run when it's cold. Call me lazy or wimpy. In the winter time, I do my running in the daytime. So yeah, like when it's cold out, and you know, and I need to get more sunshine because it's winter time, you know, I want that vitamin D. I'll do my runs like at noon, but in the summertime, no, because I'll overheat and get all sunburnt. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work out in the winter. I'll probably not have these chats, probably starting sometime around November-ish. That's usually when I stop running with the running club. I'll switch my runs to daytime. So yeah, good question there. So I missed a lot of your questions there. Let's see. Wow, vegan 11 years, but you went fully plant-based, so you're kind of doing the junk food vegan thing there. 11 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, I hope you're eating enough there, Bauhaus Cure, and good bands. I've seen both those bands, by the way. Oops, let me get back here. I've seen The Cure many times, actually. New Zealand, good day, or yeah, morning, I guess, huh, Philip? What's up? Acid reflux, yeah, Danielle, yeah. Yeah, acidic foods. I mean, there's acidic plant foods, obviously, but you know, that's not the majority of them. So yeah, it's a good prescription there. Am I a Groove Blaster? What is a Groove Blaster? I don't know. I know a band named Groove Blaster. It's one of our friends who's made some music remixes of ours. Lots of rice and potatoes. Good for you, Bauhaus Cure. Yeah, make sure you got some veggies and stuff too, veggies and fruits. But yeah, lots of rice and potatoes. You know, it's funny how people say that, yo, you love The Cure? Cool. Yeah, I love them too. In fact, I was just kind of jamming some Cocteau Twins and Cure on guitar last night. You know, it just depends what mood I'm in when I pick up my guitar and start playing. So yeah, I was just kind of going down that path, you know. What was I doing? I was playing stuff from the early days, like Faith up to Disintegration type era. Homesick, I think, was a song I was jamming off Disintegration. Anyway, cool, love. I'm glad you love the chats. Hey, well, I got everyone here. Let me let everyone know. This Sunday, we'll be at San Diego Veg Fest. We'll be giving a talk in the San Diego Public Library at like 2:20. It's $10 to get in for the whole day session. You get to see us talk. You get all the vendors. We don't get paid a penny. I'm just letting you know, it costs money to get all, you know, rent all the places and, you know, pay all the security and whatever. I know it's an expensive endeavor, but we're just going to promote veganism. So if you're in the area, if you're in SoCal, if you're in San Diego, come out. We'll be there. We're going to give a presentation. We're going to give you some secrets about our lives, our YouTube channel, what our motivations are, what really inspires us, and give you a few little tips and secrets too. And yeah, it should be cool. So come down, San Diego Veg Fest. We should have a table there, but we're gonna bring a bunch of T-shirts, Keep It Carb Babies, Angie and me. I'll sign them too if you want. Secrets, so not like secrets, like naughty secrets, but like you know, secrets to, you know, vegan success, YouTube, social media success. not to say we're successful or anything like that, but just to share what's worked for us. That's maybe a better way to put it, you know. I don't consider ourselves rock stars or whatever, you know, just, you know, share what's worked for us, but share some of our inspirations for what we do, you know, why we have our channel like it is, why we present the kind of information we do, as opposed to making it a drama channel or talking about some other aspects of veganism more. Do I lift weights, Robert? Yeah, I lift weights on my off days, meaning days that I don't run or do a hardcore activity, I'll lift weights. So yeah, that typically ends up being like 2 or 3 times a week. You know, lately it's been 2. When I'm running less, it'll be 3 times a week, and it's just upper body stuff. I already have huge muscles. I'll show you guys my calves here. See these calves here? Look at that. I know it's only a silhouette, but you can see them. And that's just my calves. My upper legs are strong too, my quads and hamstrings and all that stuff. So I just do some upper body stuff to try to balance it all out so I don't look like a complete freak or anything like that. But yeah, it's not my goal to get giant big muscles. Obviously, if that were, I would train completely differently. I wouldn't run as much, I wouldn't play basketball as much, you know, I would lift weights more and more. But I just kind of lift weights to just keep strength up, you know, functional strength, as opposed to like, you know, beach muscle strength or something like that. I'm 50 years old. Who was asking that a second ago? 50. I just turned 50 on July 31st. Is this what a 50-year-old typically looks like? You guys tell me. No, I'm just joking. I'm just fishing there. Anyway, all right. New York Veg Fest is this Sunday. San Diego Veg Fest will be there. Las Vegas Veg Fest, we won't be there. That's Saturday. We know people going to that. So yeah, just get out there and support your local Veg Fest. Cool. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I see what other people like look like. You know, people I graduated from like high school and stuff, with how they look now, and yeah, they're yeah, they don't look like me. Not to say I look like the fountain of youth or anything like that, you know, but yeah. Ideas for vegan activism. Well, that's kind of something we're going to talk about in our talk at San Diego Veg Fest. So if you happen to be around in San Diego, come by. But I guess I'll just give you my quickie tips. Just be yourself, be authentic, talk about something that you have you know, experience or knowledge about. Hey, my light went out here. Damn, what am I gonna do? What are they doing to me here? Oh man, that sucks. All right, let's move, guys. This sucks. I was all getting on in a groove here and the light goes out. What the H? All right, God, like all the lights went out down in my little neck of the woods here. Okay, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And there's other street lights here, so hang on one sec. Yeah, I got my glasses on when I run. I like them for when I need to see far away, you know? If I want to see what's, you know, it's ahead of me when I'm running or driving, glasses are cool. But when I'm looking at the phone, the glasses don't help me a bit. I see another light up here, but nowhere to chill. I have like a nice little wall where I was at. Let's see. I'm gonna go there and just kind of, yeah, we can kind of see each other a little better now, huh? All right, almost there, guys. Sorry, I can't see the comments yet with these glasses on. In fact, the glasses make it actually harder to see. All right, yeah, I look pretty well lit now. I'm gonna chill here. Just gonna chill on the ground, get all primitive here. All right, woo. All right, so now that we've solved the electrical situation, veganism is brutal. God, I missed some stuff there. If I turn the light on my phone, I'll probably run out of energy in you know, no time. Cool, vegan for a year now. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Sheena. Have I met OK Raw? Yeah, John Kohler. Yeah, we've met him a few times. Seems like a nice dude. Let's see. You want to get adopted? A lot of people have asked us that. A lot of people want to live with us and eat our food. Well, that might not work out, but you can eat our food from Keep It Carb Baby. That's not a problem if you got that. Can I do a video on water? Oops. Oh, I don't want to hit that button. Let's see. Water filtration. I would. I've had second thoughts, because if I do a video about our water filtration system, I'm afraid it's going to seem like an infomercial. And, you know, we bought the thing full price. You know, it's a good company. I just don't want it to seem like, you know, a paid advertisement or anything like that. But yeah, I bought it, I think back in 2012, something like that, and I've been using it all the time. Let's see. I don't know. I don't count grams of protein or grams of carbs or anything like that. You know, it's more about your macronutrients. I don't even really count them, but you know, roughly, I estimate I eat probably, you know, 75% of my calories from carbohydrates, and the other 25 probably, you know, divided pretty evenly between fat and protein, something like that. So I don't really count either of them, but I think more in terms of macros rather than counting grams of any macronutrients. So yeah, I guess that's it. I kind of think in terms of macros without having to count them. I'll know when I have a higher fat day. I just know on a typical day, you know, I don't have like a beast burger or, you know, a vegan donut or what have you, vegan Ben and Jerry's. You know, these are rare things. On a normal day, I'm probably eating about 75% of calories from carbs, maybe even 80, something like that. You know, just it's from eating whole food plants. That's what it boils down to. Eating a bunch of whole food plants, and I throw in a few nuts and seeds too to, you know, get the you know, the fats and proteins up a little bit, and beans and legumes too. You know, even though they're high carb, they still have a lot of protein in them too. Yeah, the donuttery, Kelly, you know what I'm talking about. They raised their prices though, since they figured out, you know, like Donut Friend here in LA charges like 3 times what the donuttery used to. So donuttery has raised their prices, thinking they can make more money, and as a result, we don't go there anymore. We just don't go there anymore. It's like way too expensive now. So hopefully they'll come to their senses and charge, you know, more reasonable price instead of trying to rip vegans off. It sucks when you go somewhere like that. Kelly knows this, you know, she's referring to the Donuttery in Huntington Beach. It's a really good donut shop. They have vegan donuts and non-vegan donuts. And before, the vegan donuts were on par price-wise with the non-vegan donuts. But now, they're way more, so it sucks. If you want to eat healthy and do good for the animals and planet, you have to pay a freaking premium, and that's what I'm totally against. You know, I don't mind sometimes paying a little bit more, especially if it's a new product, a new technology, doesn't have, you know, the market penetration, they don't have economies of scale in production yet. I understand, but the donut dough has been out for decades, and they just raised the price because they thought, you know, vegans would pay more. So I'm kind of boycotting them right now. I'm a little bummed. So yeah, I don't think vegans should be ripped off for having good choices, good healthy lifestyle and environmental and ethical choices. Do I eat more when I run? I'm gonna eat a shit ton tonight, I'll tell you that. I'm hungry. In fact, I'm glad I brought a little fig bar with me, which I'll snack when I get off here with you guys, because I can't hold that and eat at the same time. But anyway, how many hours do I sleep? At least 8 hours a day. I prefer 9 if I can. Less than that, I feel really tired. More than that, I feel kind of groggy. So yeah, something between 8 and 9, something like that. But I'm happy. If I get 8 good hours of sleep, I feel good. Do we cook with oil? Common sense. No. I mean, we'll get oil when we go out and eat at restaurants, and I'd never complain. You know, I never say, hey, make this without oil. I'm not going to be that kind of guy. So I get oil, but you know, day in and day out, no, we never use oil. Well, I shouldn't say never. Sometimes I'll make like popcorn on the stove in a pan, and I'll just put a little bit of oil to coat it, you know, so that's it. And I don't do that that often, maybe once every month or 2 or something like that. So yeah, we don't use oil. Cool, you are vegan, kindness. Awesome. Let's see. Favorite cooked food? Wait. Let's see. What are we talking about? Pooping now, guys? What's going on? Yeah, I don't like eating foods high in oil and salt. I don't feel if I feel sick, 619, but I don't feel great, you know? It's just kind of, you know, you just feel heavy and slow, you know? That's the thing you hear like raw people talk about, cooked food makes you feel slow. Well, depends what cooked food we're talking about, you know? If you're eating keep it carb baby food, you feel good. If you go out to, you know, a vegan restaurant that has a lot of oil and salt, yeah, you're not going to feel as good if you're eating our kind of stuff. So, you know, it's all about the whole food plants. I'm with you, really, beast. The government should subsidize healthy food and tax junk food. But yeah, the opposite is true. Not only do they subsidize junk food, they subsidize meat and dairy. They have the dairy board and all that crap. It's baloney. It just makes you really depressed about living in a country like here, you know. I really wish I could go somewhere else where my tax money went to causes I believe in more. I'd rather pay, in my taxes and know it went to something cool, like, you know, like some like kind of healthcare for me, you know, stuff like that, you know, as opposed to paying for the largest military the world has ever seen, you know, several times over, you know, stuff like that. I'd rather see my money go to like help people, like, you know, pay for people's college. College is so expensive now. We're going to create a future class of uneducated people in the United States. I mean, things, I don't want to get too political, but I wish we had more say where our tax money went to, you know. I'm paying taxes sucks, but when you know where it goes to, you know, it's really depressing. I don't know if I ever said I would never leave the USA or Long Beach. I mean, I see lots of places I'd love to live to. Canada sounds interesting, but I don't think I could handle the cooler weather. Even on the West Coast, living in the Pacific Northwest, you know, it's like the same as like, you know, Vancouver's like Seattle or something like that, you know, all the rain and stuff. I would probably go kind of crazy, seriously, because I'm not used to that, you know. When it rains here in SoCal, I get a little depressed and stuff, you know, so, I don't know. I was just watching the Vuelta a España bike race, and damn, Spain looks fine. I already knew Spain looked fine, but man, Spain looks like here. It looks like California, really beautiful. I'd love to live somewhere like in Spain, you know, that looks cool. I don't know how to speak Spanish very well yet, you know, but, you know, I'll improve if I have to. Let's see. Let's see, Robert, you laughed when those idiots, I assume you're talking about Kinobody, try to debunk What the Health and they made fools of themselves. Yeah, Angie gave me a good idea. I wish I didn't rush it out and she could have saw my edit. She said I should have inserted, I think she was suggesting, put in a laugh track for when those two fools are talking. And I say fools in a really nice, kind of loving way, you know, because they're just kind of funny. They're like people say in the comments, like Beavis and Butthead, you know. And it would have been funny to make it like a sitcom, you know, when they say the crazy stuff they're saying, like, you know, whatever, anything they said, they just sound like Beavis and Butthead. Just roll in a laugh track and just kind of make it a funny episode. But I have a regret now. I wish I had done that. That would have been really funny. Let's see. You haven't found anyone logically or successfully debate against veganism. Well, you won't. You can find the most skilled debater, orator, lawyer, what have you, and they can try to make an argument, but it's not going to be a good one because it'll be easily refuted, easily debunked. No, I heard about the Federer and Nadal playing doubles. You know, I heard that they had a nice bromance. You know, that's cool. I mean, you know, those guys are awesome. They're two of the best players to ever play tennis. Nadal, definitely the best clay court player ever, and Federer, maybe the best all-around player ever. They're just beautiful to watch. So yeah, I should go check that video. I think it's on ESPN On Demand. Yeah, I saw the headlines about it though, for sure. Yeah, you're right, Robert. They'd have to lie to argue against it. If not lie, really stretch the truth or come up with some strange hypothetical situations that would never happen and try to work from out of that. You know, there's really no way to argue. Yeah, killing animals is much better than not killing animals. Yes, polluting the planet and putting all the waste out into the environment from animal agriculture is much better than having a cleaner environment. Yeah, all the health problems that come from eating animal products, they're cool, they're good to have. We need them, they're good for society. I mean, they'd have to come up with some real bullcrap arguments. Any tips on turning people vegan in a class setting? No, I don't know how to do that because yeah, I turned vegan well after being out of college. I guess what you could do is have a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a history in the class of making good, solid, logical arguments, not for veganism, but just being a cogent, rational student. You know, when you ask questions or answer questions, and then slip in some stuff about like pollution and waste from animal agriculture, and how come that's not being discussed? Considering I just checked out some stats today on the Cowspiracy facts, like say, did you realize that a dairy farm with 2,500 cows puts out the same amount of waste as a city with over 400,000 humans? 2,500 cows is the same amount of waste as 400,000 humans. Why isn't anyone talking about that in your pollution class, right? I mean, and there's a statistic, a link to that, so it's not just like a fact and hypothetical. You know, it's a real, actual fact that you could discuss in class. So, you know, throw that out there, but just don't have that be the first thing you blurt out in class. Okay, yeah, manure spill, there you go. There you go. How long does it take the gut flora to transition from an animal to plant-based diet? Yeah, a couple of weeks roughly. Oh, thanks, Donna. Thank you so much for that tip there. That's awesome. Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, gut flora can change rather quickly. A great example of that, and it's kind of in the reverse way. Have you ever seen, well, I think my light's back on. I'm gonna head back there because it kind of sucks where I'm sitting at. Did you ever guys see Morgan Spurlock's movie, Super Size Me? At first, his gut flora was not in tune with eating McDonald's. It made him sick. If you guys got to check out that movie. But after a couple weeks of eating McDonald's, his plan was to do it for 30 days. His body, his gut flora was fully optimized for McDonald's. In fact, he would get sick if he stopped eating it. Remember that? He was just like hooked on it. So yeah, it takes roughly 2-ish weeks. It could be a week and a half, it could be 3 weeks, but something in that ballpark. So it took him that amount of time to make a bad change in his life, but the good news is it only takes that amount of time to make a good change in your life. So if you're having trouble processing plants, and I understand some people do because they have too much gut bacteria for processing meat, it only takes a couple weeks. It's no big deal, you know. A couple weeks is not a big deal to transition your life to something better. You know, maybe I'm being too simple-minded, but you know. All right, I got my spot back here. I'm stoked. The light came back on. I guess it was just a temporary thing. All right, sorry I missed some discussion there. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, it's a great movie. I'm glad some of you guys have seen that. All right, I see some trolls here, and anyone who is racist is just blocked. So anyone who speaks racism, gone. Go back and support your racist leaders and heroes, all right? But don't spread it here. All right, anyway. Super Size 2 will be out on Chicken Farms? Cool. Can't wait to check that out, so. Oh, is there another one, Dolinda? I saw one. Let me just kind of scroll here and see if there's another one. VC Smart, a vegan taco restaurant in LA? Is that what you're talking about? Restaurant? No, but I know some pop-ups. But no, it's not a great restaurant that I'm in love with. However, if you're in the Orange County area, there's a place called Vegan Nirvana, and it's not like authentic Mexican food, but they have a really good fish taco on the menu, so check that out. Yeah, 619. I'm open-minded to a lot of stuff. I'm really an open-minded type dude, but I have no open-mindedness to racism. Anything like that, instant, no, just zero tolerance. So that's how I roll. If you don't like that, you know, that's it. But don't have an open mind to racism, you know. It's just bullshit, and it's just bullying, and it's just really low. And most of these guys are cowards too. So anyway, good night, Sheena. What am I gonna say about activism? What was I going to say about activism? Oh, I just gave you some tips, you know, just be authentic, speak from your strength, your experience, and be positive, be a shining example. That's, I think that works, and it's been shown that works better than the vegan police type activists, the ones that just come down and tell people that they're bad people, you know, that they're shitty, that they're just all these horrible things. People don't like that. If someone were to come up to me to think about it, you would respond in a defensive way. You'd be pissed, you know. But if you yourself are a positive example, and that's what we try to be here on Happy Healthy Vegan, a positive example of veganism, you know. So I think that's it. Be a shining light. Be a good shining light, and people, good people, I should say. There's negative people out there for sure. People that thrive on negative energy won't be attracted to your bright light, but that's only about maybe 5% of the population, tops, I think, maybe 10, I don't know. Anyway, you know, most people are attracted to a positive shining light. So that's, and then, you know, like attracts like, you know, hate attracts hate. And if you want to have positive people in your life, try to be, you know, a shining example of that. Let's see. Caffeine, no, I don't do any caffeine. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Thanks for saying that. No, Angie drinks a little bit of coffee, but no, I don't, no caffeine, nothing. No Red Bull, no soda, no coffee, nothing like that. Okay, I'm glad you like that answer there, Shards of Narsil. God, sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons name there, or a World of Warcraft type situation. Anyway, cool, thanks Kirsten. All right, have a good night too, Kirsten. Thanks for joining in. Hope I got you off that keto thing, and just keep making keep it carb baby recipes. Lord of the Rings. Okay, I was close there. I was close. I don't know what Captain Planet is. Is that someone or something I should be aware of? Actually, guys, you know, I'm gonna eat something right now. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. I am hungry. Gotta keep it carb, baby. Live chat has been kind of regular, Boise. Around 7:15 Pacific Standard Time is when I get done with my run here on Wednesdays, which I've been doing pretty much year round. But in the winter time, kind of shuts down, it gets dark, and it gets cold, and I stop going. But yeah, it's pretty regular. I should be here next week too, as far as I know. Not a big Harry Potter fan. Do eat fake meat sometimes when we go out to restaurants or stuff like that. Rare occasion, I'll grab a beast burger or something like that from Whole Foods and bring it home, but no, pretty much not. Oh, you got your, oh cool, Tanya, let me see that again. You got your HHV t-shirt in the mail today, and you made it all the way to Winnipeg. Cool. Cool, thanks for supporting us there, and I hope you like it. We're trying to make really nice t-shirts for you guys, and for us, you know, I mean, we want to wear them too, so they got to be good, you know, quality. I'm eating a, what is this? Not doing a plug or anything like that. What's the brand? Nature's Bakery Fig Bar. Just a fun little snack. Glad I get some food in my belly. It's been over 50 minutes now. I get these on Amazon. You gotta look around. Sometimes they're really expensive, but usually you get a 12 pack for like $5.60, something like that. Sometimes the price goes up to like 20 bucks. I don't understand, but I just don't get them now. I just wait till they're back down to 5-6 bucks. And yeah, Amazon, bam, here in a day or two, eating away. But yeah, I don't eat these all the time. I probably haven't had one of these in a few weeks, but I'm getting hungry now chatting here with you guys, so you know, I don't want to get too hungry because I don't know what's up for dinner. Sometimes what I do too is Whole Foods is right across the street. I'll go buy one of those cardboard boxes of beans. I'll get some garbanzo beans, pour all the water out in the parking lot, and just kind of smash the beans down. Like when I'm driving, like one hand on the wheel, other hand just like throwing the beans back and letting them roll down into my mouth. Cheap, easy snack, 99 cents. No salt. But I got my bars today. You know, I'm not a big fan of Clif Bars. So, I haven't found one I like. Am I vegan or plant-based? Well, that's an interesting question, Philip. What do you consider the difference between vegan and plant-based? You know, there's a lot of discussion about that. For me, I'll give you my 2 cents. I really don't care about the distinction between vegan and plant-based. I really don't. I mean, I know often vegan, the definition of vegan seems to have to include thoughts for the animals and is part of the intention, and that's great, you know, because watch out for my video tomorrow. It's going to have something to do with animal rights, which, you know, we don't talk about every day. Sometimes people criticize us for that, but anyway, here's what I'm getting at. Vegans like to, we're proud, we're very, very proud of all the science, the research that's been done proving the health of a vegan diet. However, when they put these subjects on vegan diets, they're really just plant-based diets. They're not telling the subjects, okay, you have to eat only plants, and also you have to, you know, be concerned about the environment and animal rights. I mean, so if we're taking their science and putting it on a pedestal and showing the world, you know, we wouldn't be able to do that, because by definition, if you have to have animals first and foremost, we couldn't accept those scientific results because those subjects probably weren't thinking about that, you know? So anyway, that's how I say it. I just say it's a win for the animals either way. It really is, you know? I mean, logically or realistically, it seems like once you start eating plant-based for a while, not eating animal products, even if you just, I'm saying, if you just came to it from a health perspective, after a while you'll start thinking, yeah, maybe I shouldn't wear fur. Maybe it is wrong to wear leather. I'm saying the animal rights issues will start to make a lot more sense if they didn't make sense immediately. You know, so I say whatever reason brings someone to veganism is a win. If they come for health, which is the most common, great. If they come for their environment, great. If they come for animal rights, great. Whatever it is, because the animals don't care why people come. You know, they're just happy to not get eaten. They don't think, well, this person's not a true vegan because whatever, you know, it's not part of it. So it's always a win. So enough of my rambling there. That's my long answer. I know some vegans will get mad at me for having that kind of opinion, but I'm just saying, hey, I'm open. I'm open. I want everyone to stop eating animal products. So for whatever reason brings you to it, it's a win. It's a total win. I think it's kind of closed-minded to demand everyone to come to it for the same reason. It really is. And if they, you know, say they don't like that reason, then, you know, they're gone. They can't be vegan. How many bananas today? Probably low banana day so far. Probably 8 or so bananas, 8 or 9 bananas. And since I just had this fig bar, I probably won't make a little smoothie when I get back. Hopefully Angie's making something though. And Unnatural and Z-Dog would hate my answer. Damn, the light went out again. This sucks. This blows. Let's see, I gotta move back again. At least I got to eat my little bar there. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry about this light situation. All right, make sure I got my stuff here, my water bottle. Oh, watch out for the cyclists. No problem, guys. All right. See, good thing the cyclists had lights on their heads there, or else I may have not seen them. Anyway, let's see. Let me get back to my spot over here, and I'm gonna have to split soon. It's getting late. I got some more work to do still, and hopefully some big carbon from Angie when I get back too. So let me come over here to my little spot in the light. Remember, guys, as I'm walking here, San Diego Veg Fest this Sunday. Angie and I will be there. We'll be there in the daytime session from like 12 to 5. We're doing a speaking thing. We're going to give a presentation in the San Diego main public library. That's where Veg Fest is going to be at, outside of there, from like 2:20 to 3. I'm going to have my slideshow going on and everything, so come for that. It's $10 to get in for the daytime to see us and all the vendors and participate. So if you're around, come by, say hi. We'll have our books, we'll autograph them, we'll take selfies, we'll talk, we'll answer questions. You know, so it should be fun. We're going down with Mike the Vegan. We're going to carpool with him and his girlfriend, and we're going to stay together in an Airbnb down there. And yeah, just have a fun little weekend in San Diego. So yeah, we'll try to record some, John, for sure. We'll try to make a vlog of the experience of San Diego Veg Fest. Should be a lot of fun. I know Angie's a little nervous because you know, we're gonna be speaking in public. Not her favorite thing, not my favorite thing either, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Mike is really cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time with them and chilling, chatting with them. I heard he's moving out here or something like that, so I haven't really been following that aspect of his life. So yeah, Wesley, we do have a water purifier. I talked about it a little bit earlier, and I'm thinking about maybe doing an episode about it. I just don't want it to seem like a paid infomercial, because we bought it at full price and they don't, like, you know, sponsor us or anything like that. But I really enjoy drinking nice clean water. Finland, good morning to you in Finland. Awesome. I've got the whole world covered here. Let's see. 619 asks, of all the people you responded to for debunking veganism, why is Z-Dog still the most memorable? I don't know, probably because he's so annoyingly, I don't want to say stupid, but just arrogant. He just proclaims things like they're fact, because he has a stethoscope on, it's fact, and how he flashes not actual science on the screen when Dr. Greger is speaking. Like, what a jerk. How rude and disrespectful. What a... so unprofessional, you know. He's a freaking doctor. He's not like a comedy roast artist or something like that, you know. So I guess that's why he's so memorable, because he's just such a mean, low person. It really is. That's what I'll call him, a low person. If you're watching Z-Dog, you're a low person. You know, show some class, have some respect for others in your profession. you know, especially when you're addressing issues that you really don't know anything about. As I showed, he has barely any published articles. I could barely find 2 attributed to his real name, not Z-Dog, but his real name. Well, Dr. Greger has several dozen, like over 50, 60 articles. He's either authored, co-authored books. I mean, he's a world-class diabetes researcher, and Z-Dog, as Kristen says, is a tool, you know? So he's completely outclassed. He has no reason to, he has no business trying to debunk diabetes as from Dr. Greger, not Dr. Greger, Dr. Neil Barnard, because Dr. Neil Barnard's knowledge and experience compared to Z-Dogs is like comparing to me. You know, I have none. I don't treat patients. I don't do research. I don't get published. I don't speak keynotes at diabetes conferences. Neither does Z-Dog. So Z-Dog is such a joke. So anyway, yeah, he's a low person. And he's harming people. And it was my pleasure to make that video about what Z-Dog eats in a day, revealing he eats around 1,400 calories a day. He's deathly afraid of carbs. If he eats carbs at night, like going out to sushi, the next day he'll fast. It just shows you he has orthorexia. So that's what's going on. That's how I wanted to expose him. Like, what kind of psychology does this person have to say all that crazy stuff? Well, I found out someone who's afraid of food and orthorexic and fasts after having some healthy rice at a restaurant. So anyway, these guys are clowns, and they need to be dealt with. Someone accused me of drama, those being drama videos. My response is, I go, how is responding to someone trying to defame veganism and vegan doctors, how is that drama? I'm just responding objectively and rationally, you know. Drama is when I say, you know, just bullcrap, you know, like Cheetah does, you know, on his channel. That's drama, just making stuff up, you know. But, you know, I'm not making stuff up. I'm responding with fact and science and, you know, truth, because the truth's on our side. We know that. You know, I'm not trying to be speaking to the choir or cultists, but there's just so much science showing how healthy plant-based diets are and all the disease associated with eating animal products. It's, you know, it's irrefutable. Not to say you can still be healthy if you're not vegan. I'm not saying that, but the overwhelming evidence for the health of vegan diets is pretty much undeniable. You know, like the Okinawans, they ate a little bit of animal products, and they're, you know, at least they used to be until, you know, all the Taco Bells and stuff moved into Okinawa. Yeah, they used to be the longest lived people in the world, you know, but, you know, eating about 3% of their calories from animal products. Let's see. All right, so that's enough of me preaching to the choir there, but yeah, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed this chat, Boise. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get splitting. Cool. I'm glad I'm helping you guys in any way I can, just sharing my experiences with you. Yeah, I don't try to portray myself as a, you know, medical expert or anything like that. I'm just sharing my experiences as a vegan, and also on top of that, sharing my my experience as a you know, a rational thinker. You know, you guys may or may not know I have a degree in philosophy and next to a minor in psychology, and not just any old psychology, experimental psychology. So I do understand how experimental design and research work. So anyway, I'm glad to share that all with you guys, and you guys are appreciated. So yeah, I'll probably do another debunking next week. Look out for my video tomorrow about you'll see it has to do with calves, you know, cows and breast cancer awareness. So check that out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put that one out tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for joining me again, guys. You guys have been really cool. If you're in San Diego this Sunday, come to San Diego Veg Fest. Check out their website for more info, but we'll be there in the daytime session 12 to 5, and we'll be at SoCal Veg Fest in Orange County at the end of October. I'll be giving you guys more info about that one. It's a 2-day festival too at the Orange County Fairgrounds. Should be pretty crazy. So good night. Yeah, it's getting late. Angie's gonna trip. I gotta go and keep it carved myself. So you guys have been awesome, and I'll be back next week. Unless something weird happens, I'll see you guys then. All right, take care, guys.